Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Civilization 3. Alright, we're carrying on our war with the Hittites. That's not a bad call. Yeah. Cavalry only have a defense of 3. That guy's a dead man. Alright. Yeah, we should just keep building cavalry for the time being. Didn't mean to click that. I got a couple workers out here. Some people should probably start building factories. This is going to turn around pretty quickly now. Well, no, that guy shouldn't start building a factory yet. Yeah, no, just keep building cavalry for the time being. Okay, these guys I can set to exploration, and I can just have them sink whatever they come across out in the water. Or attempt to. Frankly, they'll probably fail. A 2 attack is not that much better than a 1 defense, but it's better than nothing. Okay, let's hit them with these guys first. Oh, oops. Just because I have them here, and they're not great for much else. They're pretty obsolete now. This is an elite, so I'll give them a shot. I don't know why it's attacking the weakest first. I don't use stack attack very often for this exact reason. It's pretty useless. Well done. That guy just did what most of my military could not. Okay. Maybe that guy's not a dead man. Yeah, I'm not sure I can get back to him in time. Well, he's not going to escape. No matter where he goes, we can catch him now. Unless he heads further into my territory. Well, never mind. I didn't know I had a cavalry here. Glad I secured the saltpeter before he got military tradition, otherwise I'd be in trouble. Who else do I have? Just one more good condition cavalry. We're gonna get these gems. It's gonna be awesome. There we go. No, they should stay here. I don't know if they're gonna make their escape. Yeah, we could just disband him. Okay, load the wounded ones in. He's unlikely to have enough firepower to take it back, to make it through 3 of them. I mean, they have a 3 defense. Oh, what do you know? I thought they were gonna stop there. I also forgot that his nation wasn't really that big, so my 2 sides are already connecting. did get these centralized cities. gunpowdered up, though. Like, really fast. I was hoping it would take at least a little longer. So that we wouldn't have this much trouble taking them. Oh, come on. Now he's a veteran. Yeah, if you win 2 fights in 1 turn, I'm pretty sure that's an automatic level up. Normally it only works with defensive guys, because no one really gets Blitz until later. For anyone who's not aware, Blitz is the ability of a unit in Civ to attack more than once in 1 turn. And it's basically only Army Corps and motorized vehicles that have that ability. And there's not a huge variety of motorized vehicles. Okay, well this robs his remaining cities of iron, and it gives me gems, although he still has some in his borders. Okay, there's a couple of exposed cavalry there he might be able to hit, but he'd have to go through some stuff to get them. He's only got a couple cities left. We're closing in on finishing this out. Okay, down here. Alright. Get our courthouses up. Yeah, we've basically got this one in the bag, and I don't think Egypt's going to be more powerful, so we should be able to make a pretty quick victory here. Having a couple people building riflemen is pretty handy, and I can have some of my mainland keep working on more cavalry. There we go. Okay, that's wildly helpful. I think that was the last pikeman in our entire nation. Now, completely finished. No, I think all our roads here are pretty much done. Yeah, we're gonna have a couple over there, but you guys just actually send one more over here. We can get 4. Workers work better in multiples of 2. The rest of you can stay put. Okay, you're gonna need to get up here. Okay. I've changed my mind once again. Yeah, everyone turn to factories. Let's get these things up and running. I would love to get more privateers. Man, that guy's gonna take forever. Are you getting 1 shield a turn? 2. Not much better. Much better. Right there. Right. You can go back to building privateers in just like 5 seconds. In the meantime, population of 2. Let's see if you can't take it. If it's destroyed, I'll just dispatch a settler out there. Okay, you are going to go up here. Here. I'm going to send all my new cavalry to that side. I don't think I'll need that many over here to repel any sort of Egyptian counterattack. But I better safe than sorry. You guys can actually irrigate. Takes only 4 of them to irrigate, yeah. Since that's a desert, I think that's the best use of their time. I'm just gonna have you upgrade here. Yeah, these 4 can stay where they are. This Crusader, he did great. He's one of the last ones. I think I only have 4 left. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, you guys crowd in. Okay, my whole army should be able to make it, so I don't have to wait. Let's just start hitting their capital now. Yeah, I don't expect this is going to be an easy fight. It is the capital. If there's one thing the computer prioritizes, it's defense of their nation's capital, as a general rule. Maybe not, though. Only 2 musketmen, several of which are already dead. I expected this ship to lend its men to the assault, but they might just arrive as extra troops. I shouldn't need a massive army securing Seattle. Ooh, a knight. How was he getting that guy? He must have been... He was likely exploiting the iron before it was taken. If you lose a resource, if someone's in the middle of using it, they can finish their production before they actually lose the resource. And so there is that possibility. The horses he must be trading for with someone. Well, I guess communication did kind of spread out from Greece and Rome. Everyone probably has contact with the entire world by this point. Okay. That's funny. Their way of disbanding is launch a rock into the air and have it collapse on themselves. Okay, I didn't think we'd cleared out the resistance in there yet. I'm just gonna have you skip your turn. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3... 1, 2... Okay, they cannot attack this turn. So I'm just gonna have all of these guys hop out on the nearby mountain. That way they can all attack next turn. I think everyone just needs to secure the cities they have. Chicago could have some more counter-attacking guys prepared to strike the second one of these cities is weakened, so they all need at least a couple dudes in them. Yeah, you're not gonna make it. I don't need to be losing more cities right now. Okay, yeah, get the temples going. It'll be a nightmare moving on any other nation as long as temples are still intact. Or as long as culture isn't intact and my borders aren't as big as they could be, as long as their borders are intact. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I need to do down here. Right. That guy's just gonna build a road in my territory. I'm good with that one, honestly. I don't think this is gonna be going on. Well, no, we're not gonna wipe America out. Because we can't. They have one more, Man, even with the Shakespeare's Theater, my capital is still in disorder. This is how bad it gets under a democracy as far as war weariness goes. The crazy part is, I have the universal suffrage. So they should be about as happy as they could be under the circumstances, and it's still a nightmare. Oh my goodness, every single city. Everything that our entire nation is trying to do grinds to a halt. I did not get Detroit. Let's do that real quick. Who is near American City? Right there. The Iroquois. Hey, Iroquois. Military alliance against the Americans. Wow. Holy cow. Never mind. I'll just take this city. I'll see how long it takes for my ships to... No, I'm not. I'll leave them with it for now. This thing will stay over here. A sort of a midway point, in case I need some men hastily dispatched out of a ship. You people just launch your assault. Dang. Chicago defenders aren't messing around. It's all those gangs. Once they get invaded, they come out in force. Suddenly, they're all about following authority. Wow. Pikemen killed 2 of these guys. I'm impressed. That's not easy to pull off. There we go. Okay, American troops should be gone. Get a peace treaty. Bam. People should be at least kind of happy now, relatively speaking. I am not satisfied with the state of roads in America, in the game or reality. And like I had said before, I don't particularly plan on wiping out all of Egypt. I might take some cities, it depends on how they respond. But I mean, I need these ones. I need to get this coal. And I don't know where the cultural lines are going to be drawn, but since it's their home cities, it's not going to be as clear-cut as I would like it to be. If this one alone gave me the territory, I'd be happy. Frankly, I might have to go to war with Rome and take Antium. I'm not afraid of Rome at all. They have 7 mainland cities and 2 or 3 on islands. Yeah, they're not posing much of a threat. Man, Egypt has a city all the way out there. The ones on the island make sense, but the 2 out there, come on. Okay. Hurry a rifleman, then you're gonna hurry a settler. I'm definitely going to need to give this about a turn. 1 or 2, so I can reorganize my military. Is that a worker? No, just a pikeman and a medieval infantry on my border. I don't like that. You stay where you are. It's kind of funny to me how the direction they sail in is the direction their flag points. though it should be going the opposite direction. Okay, are people happier at least? Yeah, they're pretty happy. This should throw most of my city into extreme degrees of joy, because now they can enjoy the benefits. Oh, that was actually sanitation, right? That's awesome. Go for scientific method. Both of these ones are helpful. Yeah, everyone's super excited. Let's see. Probably hospital. Yeah, let them grow more. Yeah, we've secured 2 more luxuries from this invasion. We got silks and gems, and that's huge. We're now sitting at 5 luxuries, I think, which means the gems was an extra 3 happy faces in each city. Oh, that was an accident, but okay. Okay. Yeah, hurry that. That one's 2 turns. Yeah, don't bother. It's gonna be fine. 5, yeah, let's just get that going. And you need actual food in you, so let's just hurry that up. This one can hurry as well. The more people that start going into these cities, the more Hittites I have, which means the less angry people. This place is gonna need a harbor, so that it can also grow. Right, and I can wake up all my workers now. So the riflemen, you can stay where you are, of course. Let's throw up a road on that. Sadly, no one can benefit from it. This road was destroyed, which bothers me. I played it off like it was nothing at the time, because it really felt like it was nothing at the time. But it's turned into a pretty big annoyance. I'll give him credit. I probably deserve it. I did sort of invade their land and suddenly start capturing and killing everything in my path. I might just have these guys assemble right at Boston. They don't have a road there, and I doubt they're going to get one anytime soon, so I'm going to have to put one there. We're dangerously close to volcanoes here, too. I mean, it's unlikely that they're going to go off, but there are 3 right here. There's 2 side by side there. That doesn't happen super often. And 2 up there. Man, this is a volcano-heavy map. Usually there's a couple, but not this many. Of course, I fortunately don't have any down here. Are there any around here? No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, there's 1 there. 2 there, okay. 3. Okay, yeah, no, everyone got quite a few volcanoes. Proportionally speaking, I feel like we got it worse off, because we have like 7 right next to each other, and they have 5 total across their entire ginormous continent that is mostly open plains and lush forest, but yeah, I guess that theirs isn't perfect either. I like how Carthage is right here. They have this whole peninsula, which is actually pretty cool. This is the sort of place that I would 100% lock down. Although I would have done it with like cities here and here to make sure no one gets in. And then they just have one down here. It's just one city out in the middle of nowhere. Alright. Well, let's end this turn. We're starting to properly assimilate now. Okay, you build a Forbidden Palace. Now that that's done, get to work on that harbor. Man, celebrating's over already. Okay. Riflemen will be there soon enough. They can act as garrisons. One of you stay there, rest of you get up here. Same procedure here. I wonder if my information's just not up to date, and they actually do have roads there. I think a map will actually reveal that. Two riflemen there. Yeah. Let's see. Where are they? Egypt. Maps. Give us your world map. No. Okay, they have a road there, but they do not have any here. I know it updated because I saw something update over here. Normally I don't threaten things out of people, but I'm going to go to war with them anyway, so I might as well. Okay, you can get a hospital. I would like these places to keep building riflemen. We'll get up to date eventually. Hospitals are important, though. Besides, I think we have enough to fill all the gaps. Our needs were pretty significantly reduced by the fact that our invasion had a bunch of riflemen with it. I wonder if... well, if these cities all culturally would expand too, this area wouldn't be open, but I might want to put another city in. I probably should. Let's see. You turn into a settler. You have a rifleman in one turn. Yeah, they can move together. This might as well be a group of 3. That should be all the workers that were, yeah, waiting around, all in action now. Those guys should be split up. You know, the Crusaders could just defend the workers, too. Okay, I'm going to select one of them, and I'm going to set him over here, and then have him auto-explore. Hurry that up. Meant to do that last turn. I wanted to put one up there, but I think I've changed my mind. I'm going to put one over here. Once this guy fully expands, it should cover both of these spots as well. On the off chance that it... well... maybe I won't. Okay, build a hospital. And get a worker. Now you should be able to get that done in one. Yeah, no, I'm going to stick with the original plan. We'll get 3 cities on that island. I'm glad a city doesn't ever drop into no food land and then everyone starves. Like, they always have enough. Alright, I think I'm going to want to launch my offensive this turn, or at least its initial attack. I could leave a Crusader here. Okay, awake everyone. Egypt. We're at war now. Not all of them, actually. I don't know how many of them I'll even need. It won't make a huge difference. But this one extra road space might let us get onto the hills, which make repelling any counterattack easier. These guys don't even have iron, do they? I'm just realizing. Not that they need it. One longbowman almost killed that guy. They are sort of an agricultural society, aren't they? I would like to find out who has the pyramids and take that from them. The pyramids are a big deal, and we haven't had it. But I would really like to. Perfect timing. Yeah, go here. I'm gonna need... oh, those guys already moved. Gonna need one of you to stay here. Well, that's not what I wanted. But I don't think the Crusader can make it. Yeah, he can't. So you're gonna sit there for a second. Yeah. The rest of you just get as close as possible. It'll be harder to dislodge them from the hill. And everyone's probably going to get all upset, because I've just thrown us into another war. But it's for coal. And if my people knew how important it was, then they would have signed off on this. It's a real progressive form of democracy. I'm redefining its limits, you know. What we really are doing is spreading managed democracy throughout the world. Like, this is definitely going to make everything better. Buffalo. That was an American city at some point. Egyptians and Americans went to war? So I figured out how America had some Aztec people, because I did get the Americans to go to war, the Aztecs to go to war with the Americans, when the Americans declared war on me way back when. So that was where that came from, which had confused me for a bit. But when did the Americans and Egyptians fight each other? Because I don't remember that at all. Okay, those guys are going to stay where they are. I'll take a handful of you. Yeah, 4 should do the trick. And we're going to take this. Given their level of technology, it might make sense to get them now. Because they're probably pretty deep into the Middle Ages, they just don't have the resources, but once you hit nationalism, every country becomes much harder to dislodge, because they can build riflemen for nothing. Riflemen are cheap, and they take no resources. So, taking out a nation before they have an opportunity to even get anything else, it's a big deal. Of course, there are always their cities that are separated, so I'm not going to wipe them out completely, but taking most or all of their mainland pretty much what cuts off any ability they have to do anything. You guys might as well march upwards. Actually, stand right here. Memphis? No, Memphis is an Egyptian name, isn't it? I think it actually is. I can't remember. The Egyptians, in order to capture these workers, would have to come... They'd have to be able to... 1, 2, 3... Even if they had a guy right here. 1... No, that's my territory, too. They can't cross over onto this road and jump over. Yeah, no, these workers are safe. I don't need this cavalry here. Okay. And riflemen are all in place. Yes. It's cheap anyway, just do it. Everyone's building factories. I have embassies everywhere, right? Yeah, okay, we can keep going. Ah, Egyptian chariots. I was wondering when those were going to show up. They don't have any iron, so they can't turn them into knights, which would make them a real handful. But they can certainly be annoying in this fashion. Yeah, just go with hospital. Okay, let's get another rifleman. Computer has really slacked on building roads between their cities. Don't they know how inconvenient it is for me? Okay, you guys just go right here. Yeah, next thing. These guys are going to probably build a road right here. These ones need to connect up this. Just for convenience. You never know. There we go. Generally, 2 captured workers have the same level of quality as a single standard worker. So this should count as 3 regular workers. And I might just have them start putting roads over mountains. Even though there's probably more important things they can do. Without railroads, though, it's hard to tell. I'm not sure where I want to keep everyone. 6. Dang it. I'm 1 worker away from a road a turn. Only got 7, or another 6 here. So they're not going to work as fast as I would like. You take a step back and heal. The rest of you are ready to fight. this is why the computer's always behind. They spend all of their time and money mass-producing defensive units that just sit in a city doing nothing. If they had brought all of their cities properly online, loaded them up with improvements and wonders and whatnot, I think they would find out they'd last a lot longer in pretty much every single scenario. They also need to save their money so they can upgrade their units when they get there. Oh, cool, we got the Mausoleum of Mazalos. Okay, let's just get this guy while he's out in the open. Or not. Holy cow. Man, this guy's a beast. It's not easy to repel these things, but he's doing it expertly. There you go. That guy's probably a dead man. Tough to get a leader when you don't have a militaristic civilization. There we go. Right, I fortified them on the horses. Just in case he was going to use the horses for anything. How is this different from a horse? Oh, they take the place of normal chariots. Just like mine did. So these are just definitively better? Other chariot units, their wheel may not enter mountain, volcano, jungle, or marsh unless following a road. Same thing there. Yeah, this is just a worse version of a 3-man chariot. I guess the only disadvantage here is they cost 30 shields instead of 20. Seriously though, man, the Egyptians kind of got screwed on that front. They get a special unit whose only advantage is he's one technology earlier. Whoa. Yes, I don't need to rename the cavalry because it doesn't matter. That's huge. Okay, fall back. Build an army. Put these two guys in it. Okay. It's not full up. Oh, I have cavalry down here. One of you can jump in. So what a corps does is it takes whatever units you put in, adds 1 extra movement, so this thing now has a 4 instead of a 3, and then puts together all their hit points. So when you attack, it attacks with all of them. The other benefit that it has, of course, is it can blitz. I say of course. It can blitz, which means it can attack multiple times in 1 turn. So if I'm on top of a city, and I have 4 movement with this thing, I can attack them 4 times in succession. Which is nuts. The most important reason, but the biggest reason this is important, is because once this guy kills a single unit, it unlocks the construction of the Heroic Epic, a minor wonder that increases the chances of getting a leader from a successful kill on an elite. And I can build this thing, which lets me construct the armies that the leader gives you. Leaders can do a couple other things too, aside from just armies, but armies is their main one. So they do have a couple of other uses. Okay, all of you guys pour into Thebes. I need to lock this sucker down. Both of these places are disconnected because this road isn't mine and this one's not there yet. Yeah, you jump out near Giza. You might be able to take the whole thing next turn. Whoa. The Mayans have, yikes, 2 massive stacks of guys here and here. They're preparing to fight people. That is in Egyptian territory. I wonder if they were about to go to war with them. That's enough guys. They're not high tech, but once Maya hits nationalism, I should probably take them out before they do. Because they don't have saltpeter, so they're not getting cavalry, they're not getting musketmen. Unless they're trading with the Incans, but I don't see the Incans giving away their only source of gunpowder. Now, there are the people over here. I keep forgetting to take these people into an account. Someone over here has more than 1 saltpeter. Whoever they trade it to is going to become a major thorn in my side, but they might just be trading it among each other already. I'm not sure. Okay, not you. I'm going to take you, pull him back here. Just in case, when I take this, if this thing suddenly goes into Roman territory, I'm going to have to overpower their culture from the city to take it back. And I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to have to wait for the culture to go up either way, just because these places are going to have reduced borders, so it's not going to matter. But I don't want to have to fight Rome's culture. I need to wipe them out anyway, or at least take this portion of them. I could seal off Inca and take everything here with a reasonably small force. Now that I have Thebes, I think that was the majority of the Egyptian army in there. Okay, let's wake these guys up. We might be able to get Memphis this round. Yikes, that is a 7 population city, so it makes sense. Okay, both of you jump on the hill with the elite. That means there's at least 1 more spearman under this one. And he's going to get another one this turn. So we're looking at least 2 spearmen in there. Okay, I think that's everyone. Yeah, let's go. Where are you going? Whoa. Sure? No. Why would I want your world map? Is Thebes in revolution? Or revolution? Are they in revolt? Okay, that one's good. Byblos, I don't think we quelled them all. Yeah, we didn't. And this place is revolting now. Let's grab this. How long until you guys finish your work? There we go. Okay. I'm gonna grab you. Let's see if we can take this city this turn. If we can start work on our roads. Oh, that's gonna be a nightmare. I can trudge through that entire jungle to get them. Okay, the coal is not in our territory, but it is right there. Sure, just step down here. It's not a huge deal either way. Grab the workers, take all of them. It'll take a couple turns before we can actually get them in there. I'm gonna keep them there, but I don't think I'm gonna need their services for what I had planned. Okay, let's just kill this guy while we have the opportunity. Interesting. It only took one movement to step onto that spot. Oh, that's not in Egypt's territory anymore. That's neutral zone now. So I can make use of that road. With a 3 movement, I think it takes 2 to cross a jungle. It might take 3. Do I see that in here? Not there. It does take 3. Okay. So an army corps can walk over it like nothing. They're the only ones though. I'm not sure why the computer doesn't fortify its guys. Okay, I think I'm gonna risk it. This might go poorly. All they have to do is win 1 roll. Awesome. Okay, and that removes horses from the equation, as far as I know. Heliopolis is an interesting name for a city. Was that one of the, like, a later city that Egypt founded or something? Because that's a Greek name, isn't it? Polis is a Greek... What's the word? Not root, it's at the beginning. Suffix? I think it's a Greek suffix that that means city, right? And Helios was one of the names for the god of the sun that the Greeks used. There we go. That's one of their biggest cities now taken. And it's the only one they had on the water. Or they had the harbor on the water. I don't have quite the pirate fleet I wanted. I would by now if I had gotten saltpeter early. But, you know. The game is what the game is. You can't really control it. Let's finish the last improvement on the mainland that's going to be of any consequence. If everything goes according to plan, within a couple of turns we'll have coal over here. So everyone should just kind of chill somewhere until we figure out exactly what it is we're going to do. I'm going to have to build a road, and then I think I'm going to expend one of these other workers to build a colony. That way I can start benefiting from it before waiting for the cultural expansion. Eventually I'll get it permanently, but there's going to be a waiting period. Okay, that guy's out there alone. I can't really do anything about that. They might be dead. I'm just going to give everyone a little bit of time to recover. We've basically seized what we wanted to, but they've only got a few cities left. I think I'm going to take them and then probably push forward and grab Rome shortly after. Looks like neither of these ones have harbors in them. And neither does that. Where is their capital now? Oh, Alexandria. That thing is huge. If anything were to have a harbor, I'd assume it'd be that. There was something else I was gonna do. I can hurry you. Right, I remember. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna have this place build a heroic epic. My capital, which I think is still, that's 18 per turn. Yeah, the capital is still the most productive city. I'm gonna have that build a military academy, this place build the heroic epic. That's a smart move, actually. I would do that. It's not super likely to succeed, but on the off chance that it does, it robs me of some of my units. Yep. And what else are they gonna do? Yeah, heroic epic, military academy. For some reason, the moment you can build any minor wonder, that pop-up appears, which is always weird to me. Whatever. Not hospital, heroic epic. My capital can build a hospital, but it doesn't need one. The Shakespeare's Theatre does everything a hospital does. I might build it anyway, because each one you build contributes to a counter that once you finish the counter gives you battlefield medicine, or lets you build battlefield medicine, that's right, which allows your units to heal in enemy territory. I think only one more and then this thing is finished. I'm not concerned with it, it's only cosmetic. Okay, everyone come over here. This is not as many workers as I would like, but it is, however, it's how many we have. Yeah, they actually forced a retreat from that spot. Oh, I want to send a guy over to Giza, but I'm not going to be able to, because that place, if it only has a 1 population, he can walk in and take it. Or a 1 hit point defender. Not sure where I'm going to need him yet. Yeah, I've changed my mind on that too. Okay, this is good. Yeah, I think 3 guys are hopefully enough to take Abydos. Rest of you, head to Alexandria. Is that Egyptian? I think that's an Egyptian square. Oh, that slows us down, doesn't it? I'm gonna send the rest of them to help over here. So there's nothing really. I could irrigate that. I can irrigate this spot. And that might give him 1 more population. And an extra shield. Yeah, I think that's worth it. All of his shields are getting taken, though, right now. We need a courthouse. At least to get him to 2 a turn. You can go start irrigating. Hey, they're trying something. I gotta hand it to the computer. It never just rolls over, gives up, and dies. It fights until the bitter end. Yep, that increased it to 2. Somehow this place is stuck at 2. Yeah, why not? Do that, grow. We got another one? can't use him without a barracks, but I might set up another corps right here in Heliopolis. I don't even have the heroic epic yet. This is the difference cavalry makes, though. This is why I was so insistent on going for saltpeter right away. It's because getting the advantage of cavalry early on changes the whole game. It's really what all of it swings on. How quickly you get these things. There we go. This was made a lot easier for me by the fact that resources were so scarce. I had to fight for the ones I did get, but once I got them, I mean, no one else really has them. The fact that there's so many nations on this world, it's something I didn't even consider when I set it up. When you have this many nations, you actually do have a limited number of resources that can go around. Normally, I'll play like when I made this game, if you look at the creation options, I set it to all random civilizations. But there were one or two, or more than that, there were like 5 or 6, something like that, that were open spots. They said none. And that was because I'll play on a huge world, but I don't want it to be overcrowded and have like a bunch of civilizations with 5 cities and then nothing else. And so I'll get rid of a couple of them so there's more land to go around. But I didn't even think about this one. I just wanted to put them all in and just kind of see what happens. And hey, I'll give credit, most of them spread pretty big. But a couple of them are held pretty small, as I expected. What I didn't consider was the fact that there are a limited number of resources that you kind of have to ration pretty severely. I don't think there's a road here at all. There's not. Okay. Here, just help quell the resistance. And you two meet up with these cavalry. They can all march off soon enough. Bam. There we go. Okay. That gets me coal. And railroads. So railroads are a massive deal. For anyone who's not aware, they will double the output of mines and irrigation on any square that they're placed, and they will also reduce all movement across them to 0. So I can essentially go from any railroad to any other connected railroad without expending any movement whatsoever. Which makes them one of, if not the single most valuable advancement in the game. And it's why, while I was desperate to get saltpeter, eventually saltpeter gets outclassed, coal never does. It's the reason I think it's probably the single most important resource there is. Okay, so these take 4 a turn. We'll just sort of go them by 2s. I'll get all my major cities connected before I start spreading them out. I don't think Maya would be stupid enough to try and take Buffalo while it's got a weakened defender. Okay. Right, it doesn't matter, does it? Everyone's gonna get slowed down by that thing. So 2 more turns, we should have the entirety of mainland Egypt under our control. I'll put you here. Two more turns and he'll have another settler. Let's just get that temple finished now. Yeah, there's nothing else really over here that I need to worry about. Why are you people dying? Yeah, you should be growing. There's no reason that population should be dropping at all. No, this is a great advancement for our civilization. I really need more workers. Okay. Just get all these temples underway. Right, these two are taking this turn, so they're not going anywhere. Alright, I think I'm gonna end this one here. I'd like to go a little further, but I'm pretty sure we've accomplished quite a bit this episode. We now have coal, and I kind of want to save most of that stuff for the next episode. So, the next episode, we're going to finish off these 2 cities here, take this one, and maybe go to war with Rome. No, I'm not gonna. They don't have anything essential. I'll go to war with them eventually, of course, because conquest is the only way this game ends. But I'm going to give my country a break from war for a bit. We're going to take these last cities, make peace. I'm going to throw down as many temples as I can, try to expand and assimilate everything, and then focus on workers and hospitals and factories, and getting the bulk of my empire up and running. I mean, with all the cities I've taken, I'm now about the size of China. That's where we are. Or England. Like, those 2 cities, or those 2 countries, are gigantic. Yeah, China is the biggest one aside from me, and England is right behind them. Maya's up there. So was Egypt, somehow. Although this is a world ranking, so it's like a compilation of everything. Egypt didn't have the military power at all. They were big, but they just weren't very strong. Even all the way up until now. My power is rapidly expanded because of the quality of my units and just the number of them. I do kind of want to see, if I talk to China, where are we in connection to one another? Okay, so they are not out of the Middle Ages yet, but they're pretty close. He's got everything up to democracy and economics. He doesn't have theory of gravity. I think those are the only 2, actually, that he needs. So he's got banking, he has printing press, he has astronomy, and navigation. Yeah, he did have navigation. He doesn't have these two. Or these. Maybe he does have metallurgy, but not these three. But these are the only ones he needs to jump on to the next era. Yeah, if you noticed, when I got into the Industrial Age, universities changed how they looked, from the stone architecture that was reminiscent of Greece to a modern university. Newton's University changed what it looked like too, which was always weird to me. I think that's the only wonder that changes how it looks throughout the ages. Everything else pretty much looks the same, even though some buildings do change. I think walls will look different as you get further. Barracks, which are not on the list anywhere, they do look different. There's not a bunch that change, but a couple of them do. Did cathedrals? No, cathedrals always look like this. They'll change what they look like between civilizations, as will temples. But I don't think they change between ages. Alright. Well, I'm excited for what the next turns are going to bring. The scientific method, that unlocks this thing, which for some reason grants civilization advances. The only possible reality-based reason I could come up with for why the theory of evolution would at all put us ahead is because we sort of spread it like a misinformation campaign that puts everyone else behind, so relatively speaking we get more advanced. The real reason it does it is because everyone accepts the theory of evolution as being science. The not really a theory at all is done nothing but damage to all forms of science. Anyway, once we get scientific method, I think I'm going to go for corporation, communism, and espionage so that we can get a couple of other important things. Ironclads aren't a big deal. I'll probably get them just because they're there. They're the first real military ship that's focused on combat, and they're pretty strong for a boat. But they're not a huge deal, especially because I'm not focused on naval power just yet. Replaceable parts is huge. This lets us find rubber, but the real reason it's important is because workers double their speed, which combined with democracy means a regular worker can build a railroad in 2 turns or a normal road in 1. So we'll start moving fast. But we'll handle all that in the next episode. For now, I think that is all. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.